Hi friends, welcome back to my new video. Today we are going to discuss about nuclear power plant. As I told you, generally the power plants are used for generating an electricity, and from this particular nuclear power plant also we expect electrical energy as a output. Now if you compare nuclear power plant with a thermal power plant, there is only one difference, that is by the process which heat is generated, whereas other components, if you compare with thermal power plant, it's the same, like boiler, steam turbine, condenser, etc. These are a common component which is available in the thermal power plant as well as nuclear power plant. In the thermal power plant we have seen that there is a boiler, and in which we are using the coal or other kind of fuel for generating a heat. Here in the nuclear power plant we are using the nuclear energy or nuclear reactor for generation of the heat. That's the only difference, whereas the other working components are same. Now let's see the construction which are available here. This particular part is called as heat exchanger, which was in the thermal power plant it has called as a boiler, but now it is heat exchanger. This particular part is called as a steam turbine. This part indicate a condenser, this part indicate a generator, and the heat generation system is nothing but this nuclear reactor. So this system is generating heat which will give heat for generation of the steam. Okay, so now let's see the various component heat exchanger. In heat exchanger, here the arrow is something like this. With this we are giving cold water as inlet. So from this cold water will be inlet. This cold water will come in contact with this tube which we are observing. Inside tube there will be heated fluid which is coming from a nuclear reactor. So heated fluid is passing through this tube, and outside of tube what we are having is the cold water. So now there will be heat exchange between the tube fluid which is inside and the water which is outside of the tube. Because of heat exchange, the water will get heated, and one time will come that it will get converted into the steam, and at the output from this particular heat exchanger we are having the steam as an outlet. Okay, so cold water we were supplying as the input, and at the output we will be getting a steam because of heat exchange. Now this steam will enter into the steam turbine. This is a steam turbine device. In the steam turbine we will be having the blade and shaft arrangement. So when this steam goes inside, it will give impact over the blade, and blade start rotating, and hence shaft will also start rotating. Now when shaft is rotating means at the outlet of this particular steam turbine we are having mechanical energy. So this is the output energy which is available here. This output energy will be given to the generator. Now what generator will do? Generator will take mechanical energy as input, and it will give output as a electrical energy. So here we are having electrical energy as the output, and that is what our total aim of this particular power plant, where we get electrical energy as the output. So steam turbine converted steam energy into mechanical energy, and mechanical energy get converted into electrical energy by using generator. Then steam which is coming outside here, that is low pressure steam, that will enter into the condenser. This particular device is called as condenser. So in the condenser the steam will get converted into water. That in condenser the condensation process occurs, means conversion of gaseous form into the liquid form. So steam will get converted into water, and that water will be again supplied. So this completes a cycle on the right side, that the heat exchanger supplies the steam goes to the steam turbine, produces mechanical energy, and that steam comes outside, that goes to the condenser. In condenser steam will get converted into water, and that water again is supplied. So this cycle will go on continuously. Okay, so this cycle is very similar to thermal power plant. So coming to this particular system, that is what nuclear reactor, and how heat is generated. Okay, so let's see how it will be working. Okay, if you see nuclear reactor, there are three alphabets we have used: F, M, F. F indicates fuel rod, M indicates moderator, and again F is what? Fuel rod. There are also a control rod, and the control rod used as a sodium metal. Okay, so here the fuel rod which we are going to use is the uranium. So uranium is used as a fuel, and because of reaction happening in the nuclear reactor there will be heat generation. Because of that heat generation, the fluid which is available, that will be get heated, and that heated fluid will come into the heat exchanger. That heated fluid lose its heat to water, water get converted into steam, and steam goes to the steam turbine. Okay, so because of reaction occurring in a nuclear reactor, there will be generation of the heat. Now what is reaction occurring in the nuclear reactor, that we have to check. So this is particular process, that is what called as fissioning process, by using which the heat is generated. Here the fissioning process is shown. Let's consider that this is uranium fuel, and this is a neutron. So when neutron bombards on the uranium will get split. So here you can see that uranium gets split into two parts, and when it will get split into two parts, there is a generation of heat. You can check here that there is a generation of heat. So when the splitting of the electron occurs, there is a generation of heat. When splitting occurs, the neutrons also get split. So here you can see that neutrons are also get split, and by using these neutrons, again further splitting of the uranium will occur. Like if you check this particular neutron, this neutron will bombard on this particular fuel or uranium, this will again get split. When there is a splitting, again there will be generation of heat. Like that chain reaction occurs. And because of this chain reaction, what is happening is the heat is generated. Okay, so by using this particular heat, we are going to heat and fluid which is present and which is circulated through this particular tube, and that is used for converting water into the steam. So this particular process is called as a fissioning process, in which heat is generated, and it's a chain reaction. You have to remember that the uranium which we are using here, that will be of very small size. So here we can see that the uranium molecules, this uranium will be maybe of a 5 centimeter diameter, 10 centimeter diameter, that can generate a very high amount of the heat. So major advantage of using nuclear power plant is of the using uranium as a fuel, because uranium is available in our country in ample amount. At the same time, if you see, quantity of uranium required for generation of heat is very less, and that's why this can generate very high amount of heat throughout the year, and we can generate mechanical energy and ultimately electrical energy into the system. So this is what we have discussed about nuclear power plant, which is very similar to thermal power plant. Thank you very much for listening.